Day 199. I've camped the night at base of Timberwolf Mountain, trying to make my way over to Ash Canyon. But as I step out into the morning, I'm greeted by what looks to be heavy snow. I am hesitant to make my way to Ash Canyon, as I'm relatively certain I'm going to be caught in a storm beforehand. If I look out into the distance, I think I see a bear. So I'm going to try and go around said bear. Going to try and walk around some of these rocks and see if I can at least keep some distance between Grizzly Adams and me. Or at least stay far enough away that I don't trigger him. That's at least the hope. I'm going to try and make at least distance to a cave on the other side of Timberwolf, to try and get a little bit of distance in today, because I do want to get to Ash Canyon and check out that territory first. I'll be honest, the technical backpack and the crampons sound very useful when I'm talking about making a mountain assess. And that bear is coming back. We're going to go ahead and try and loop around another rock. Don't get me wrong. I've faced bear in the path, but I usually try to face them on grounds that I choose. You know, if I can make it to that ice shack, we can have a separate conversation. But he's walking to the ice shack right now, so I really don't like my odds on open grounds. And I figure a mauling during this kind of weather, a 1-2 punch like that, I really don't give myself, confidential. I really don't give myself a lot of confidence in that kind of fight. I'd like to live to see tomorrow. I'd like to make it to 200 days, I'll be honest. Part of the reason I've made it this far is because, well, Commander Tom plays cautious. So, welcome to the pre-bicentennial of Crusade. So, as you can tell, we were making our way through. Yes, I do need to get Timberwolf Mountain mapped, but that's not my priority right now. I'm just going to do a quick... Whoa! You dang thing. Flea-bitten mongrel. Okay. Wow, I was talking and didn't even catch that one at all. That was like he just bamped into existence there. Was that a wolf or was that Nightcrawler? Dang it. Yeah, game plan. Okay, so, strategy. I'm just brief... Oh, my ankle too. You dang thing. I don't worry about pain. I just kind of let that time off. That's fine. But what I'm trying to do is make my way across Timberwolf Mountain to Ash Canyon. Ash Canyon, I will do the full map out, although I'll probably try to make it... You dang thing. I'm really getting sick, you freaking dogs. Go. And at least he's scared off. I can deal with that. Dang the heck. Anyway. The game plan is to get myself quickly across the Timberwolf map so I can get to Ash Canyon and map that in completion. Yes, I'll probably make a fairly direct walk to the... get the technical pack and the crampons to assist with the rope climbs on both. But that's the game plan that I have as of thus far. Okay. Need to start getting myself on down here, because I need to get myself down here to kind of get into this creek bed a little bit, kind of get to the direction I want to go. It looks like, at least for a little bit, the bear is gone. I'm seeing little bunny foo-foos. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick run here. I heard a wolf, and I think I saw him chasing a... There's the bear right there. Dang, I ran directly in front of that thing. There's all your life in one thing. I got deer and wolves and bunnies and bear. Oh my. Dang. Another knife. That's always useful. What do we got in here? Cordage. You know, you don't use near as much line as you think you do. At least not near as much as I would probably use in real life. Anything on here? Okay. Let's grab the charcoal real quick. All right. Oh, gosh. I'm in the ice hut now. Shall I be brave? Let's be brave. Let's do something gutsy. Let's do something dumb. Let's be the man. Let's go for it. Oh, we got a wolf right here, too? Okay. How's this going to go down? Come on. Oh, dude, his head jerked. You're telling me that wasn't a kill shot? Okay. Still, let's go for the bear. Where are you at? You gotta be around here. Oh, there you are. All right. Let's drop you.
I can't feel my hands.
Oh, come on. Inside, inside. You coming? You coming for me or what? That's a wolf, that's a bear. I saw blood, so I definitely got him, so he'll bleed out. If we get a full storm, I may lose him, because the storm may reset it, and that's fine, I'll deal with it, but I think I've at least discouraged him from... Oh, we've got a full storm now. Well, I think I've at least discouraged him from attacking me. Little bunny foo-foo over there. Okay, now this may be a little bit gutsy and crazy, but I'm almost confident I saw a wolf taking out a deer. And I just want to see if maybe I can take out that wolf and get both of them. What do we got here? Adjust for height. There we are. Okay, so, oh, and we're getting cold here.
I'll die if I don't warm up.
Okay, I want my arrow back, and I'm less concerned about the wolf. You know what? I've got one drying already. The venison skin is more important to me because I need that for hides. That's rarer than wolf skins. We can practically carpet the floor half the time with all the wolves. Okay. And I would not do this everywhere on Timberwolf, but this region of the map I know. So I'm very certain if I just go straight in this direction, I should come across the other side of it. Okay, yep, I'm on the right path. That is for the... that's the fishing hut right there. If I keep going in this direction, pretty certain then I'll be coming across the docks, which will basically be a Mountaineers Hut. So I'm doing Walk of Faith right this moment, but I'm pretty certain... There we are. Yep. I would not do this normally, except in extreme regions limited regions where I actually know this stuff, where I know the map's half decent. Alright. Get up here just a little bit. There's my hut. Okay. I'm going to get inside there and drop the skin, obviously. And then I think I'm going to take a warm-up nap, maybe 2 hours, and see if the storm, dissipates or not. And then we'll look about getting back to the wolf and the deer to try to see if we can salvage some the steaks from them without freezing. So let me drop this, do the grind, you skip the time. I'll be back with you in a sec. Okay, took a 2-hour nap and warmed up, and then the storm was still going, so decided to do some reading. Because I'm trying to pass the storm a little bit, but I don't want to be fully rested because I do want to sleep a little bit tonight. This looks better, though. This looks like something that I could actually survive. I wonder if the bear dropped anywhere I could actually see him. Be nice. I wouldn't mind getting the bear skin, but I'm not going to cry either way we slice it. In all honesty, I think I'm going to focus on the two animals I know that have been dropped. The deer and the wolf over the bear that we don't know where it went, or considering we just went through a storm, if it's still around. Because, drop a comment down below. I have heard at least that storms kind of reset things. They drop extra things. If there's carcasses on the ground, they sometimes blow those away. And I know that the pair we've got directly in front of us shows that that doesn't always happen, but I don't know if anyone's had any experience to the contrary. Would love your inputs down below. I appreciate. As far as for this, though, at least we know we're not going hungry anytime quick. So I'm going to go ahead and strip the meat off of this, certainly. That's only 30 minutes. Let's take this a piece at a time, because I'm kind of watching my temperatures and the time as well. So that's all the meat. Let's go ahead and take the guts as well.
Someone's
Okay.
gotta go.
that's looking decent here. Let's go ahead and have something to eat because I don't want to... I've carried my well-fed bonus for, I don't know, 4 months now, at least 120 days, if not longer. And as I'm really getting close to getting the technical backpack, I don't want to lose it now, you know? Anyway, you can clearly see what I'm going to do right now is just hustle back and forth, processing the game and bringing it back to the shelter. Let me go ahead and do that, and I'll catch. So, surprise bonus. Remember that first wolf I shot? He dropped real close as well. I noticed him once the weather got a little bit clearer. So, went ahead and harvested him as well. So, that brings us to 2 wolves and the deer that we have basically now stockpiling at Mountaineers Hut. And can we, just for a moment, appreciate this kind of a view? Nice, serene shots like this. This is what I like the game for. Oh my gosh. I've never seen the sunset like that when I'm mapping. I've never been in an angle to really watch sunset while mapping before. So that's a fair bit of time. That's interesting. Cool. But I got to appreciate the artwork that you get out of Long Dark sometimes. As many times as you're mauled to death and as many times as you're freeze to death, they've got some beauty in it. Very nice. Anyway, let me get this into the hut. We'll probably get a fire going and we'll figure out what the plan's going to be thereafter. Ooh, look. I think I'm also going to work up some lumber as well and just get some firewood stowed into the cabin. Just err on the side of caution. And good evening. Please have a seat by my fire. As you can tell, plenty of venison to go around. I'm going to go ahead and cook some of that up. And while that's cooking, we of course are going to go ahead and boil up some water. And I think I'm also going to spend a little bit of time processing up some of the wilds that I've caught. A fair bit of rose hip and also some of that old man's beer dressing. Get those processed up. You know, I like to be, as productive as possible. So I rarely skip the time. I try to use it while I'm sitting by the fire doing many things. Thereafter, I'm going to fill my gullet with steak and water. I'm going to sleep good. And tomorrow, we're going to see if we can get ourselves over to Ash Canyon. Give me a few. I'll see you in the morning. Day 200. And patience seems to be a virtue. While yes, the snow is falling, it definitely seems to be lighter than the blizzard we seemed to have yesterday. So I'll take that as a good sign. I've lightened my pack a fair bit. Obviously, I brought some steak with me, but a lot of the things that I don't feel I'm going to need, I've gone ahead and left here at Mountaineers Hut because I'm going to be coming back in probably just a couple weeks. It's been my experience that I can usually clear a map in about maybe 3 weeks in-game. And that's me taking a conservative pace. Regardless how you split it, I'm coming back to Timberwolf Mountain, okay? I want to get Ash Canyon done first because the equipment there will help me with this map. I'm trying to play logic. So I'm purposely leaving a lot more of my gear and traveling a lot lighter than I usually do for this stretch of the journey. The game plan is to get over... I don't really care which map I transition over, which crossway. There are 2 connections from Timberwolf Mountain map to Ash Canyon. And I don't really care which one I use, mostly because I'm trying to be flexible to what, weather or more likely animal effects I'm going to have. If there's a wolf pack at the southern one, I'm going to go ahead and walk on to the north, that kind of thing. So that's kind of the flexibility that I'm allowing myself. I'm also, while I'm talking, paying attention to the weather here and thinking it might be a good thing to play Long Dark's favorite game, pick up sticks. So, I've got to be doing that. I have had 1 or 2 people ask me why I avoid the branches. And mostly the branches are something that sticks you instantaneously pick up. Branches, you either have to invest time to hand break, or you have to invest the condition of your tool to cut them down and less time. And both of those are a little bit So I usually avoid the branches because to me the investment isn't worth the return, except in a few rare situations. And I see a cave there, and I literally just killed the bear yesterday. I'd be surprised if he respawned already. I'm thinking we may check that out because I'm very certain that that cave is probably going to need to be a place that we're going to need to actually survey for the cartographer award. I'm going to take my good sweet time in doing that. I'm feeling a little bit paranoid. We got a bit of a high spot right here. So let's get that. Okay. And let's go ahead and see what we have down in here. And let's even check if there are bones there, if that's gotten turned off. For the simple fact that I shot it. I doubt it has, but I can dream. I can hope. You know, I can have the impossible dream. I can also have these three reishi. Because my month in Hush River Valley taught me very much that you can literally live on the teas that you can get from this game. And I see the bones. So, I think we're okay for this moment. I realize I'm flirting with danger right here. And I'm also noticing that I'm thirsty. So let's go ahead and get that not redlined any longer. Okay. And the question becomes, how brave do I want to be? Let's go ahead and at least get this surveyed. Yep, I thought the cave would be required. How I can start surveying the back of the map, I'll never know. Okay. All right. And I'm trying to think ahead here. Can I get... Okay, let's go ahead and just chop this up. And I think we may... Golly, it's cold. Okay. I think we may... Can I get any wood from you? No. Okay. Let's go ahead and start a small fire here. And let's get a warm drink in here to finish maxing up my water, as well as then getting my temperature a little bit better. And then that warmth bonus, I think, will give us a bit more mobility as we're trying to suss out where we're heading off to here. I always hope that maybe just inside the mouth of the cave will allow us to do the magnifying lens, but with the weather today, that's definitely not happening. So let's go ahead and get our friendly neighborhood torch lit up. And in fact, you know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to light a fire, boil some tea, get warm, get drink. You know how it goes. See you next.
Yes, I know. That treatment didn't do anything. Haha, that's the biggest lie in the game. You know what? That tea did 3 things for me, and none of which had to do with medicinal purposes, so I'm doing just fine. As you can tell, that gives me the warmth bonus, so that'll give me a bit more mobility and time out here in the cold. Topped off my water, and also gave me some calories. So, brew your teas. Teas got me across the warmth bonus got me across Pleasant Valley, and the calories got me across Hush River Valley. So, your teas can save your life. I do notice a little bit of weather here, but we're still going to push on forward because there's always going to be weather. I just didn't want to have to go through an entire blizzard. And considering the wolf attack that I went through yesterday, we are going to go ahead and cover some of these old man's beer just so I continue to keep that up and running. Old man beer is just so much lighter than disinfectant that I can't help but grab it and just stuff it in the pocket. You just grab it and stuff it in your pouch. Speaking of stuffing things in the pouch, we're going to go with more teas because the more calories you have in your pack, especially the lighter weight stuff, then the less driven you are to hunt, the less you're forced to. You can afford to miss shots. I know that, I'll be straight honest, Bunny Bingo has kept me fed sometimes. You can crouch, especially at level 5 archery. Ooh. Let me pick up these sticks, but then I'm noticing that birch has rub on it. So, we got an elk around here. I see the elk off in the distance. Okay. I want to be very cautious, but I kind of still want to go this way here.
I'm still fairly far off, and I would really like to get some of these plain parts like surveyed. He cannot see me here. We've got a decent line of sight here. This is a lot further than I was with when we were dealing with the Black Rock situation here. I know behind one of these plain parts is a person for gear. Not this one, though. That's fine. And I see wolves over there. Wolves to the right of me. Moose to the front. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Stuck in the middle with you. While we're here, I'm going to go ahead and pick up some birch so I can make that into birch tea. You know, the homegrown version of herbal tea to sleep better. Gotta love that stuff. Okay, that is where the moose is. Alright. Okay. The moose is right over there. I've got some decent distance. I'm at the wing location. I want to get this surveyed. Let's get this done. I know I said I just kind of wanted to jet across Timberwolf Mountain, but if I'm at the locations that I need to get surveyed, I just want to get them done. I hate repeating stuff. I like to get stuff done on the first try. And that's the body and everything. Okay, I'm going to do something dumb, and I'm going to do something brave, and I'm going to see if I can still get this over here, and my wound bonus is expired. Okay. And we're gonna... Okay. Oh, yeah, I did drop my tool up there because I didn't think I'd be doing stuff like this. Gotta keep in mind, I'm an idiot. See if there's anything in here. But I know this is probably just gonna be clothes. Oh, it's empty even. Well, that was worth my time, and there's a crate there. I really feel like I am just pressing my luck. Okay, his head is behind the tree. His head is behind the tree, so we... Okay, I can't... Can I crouch and cut? No. Oh, no. Okay, I'm committed, but I'm behind this. Okay, that lifts up a little bit. Anything in here? He's not looking at me. Drugs. Bandage. Drugs. Medication. Drugs. 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 This is like a... okay, too much. Okay, I've got way too much antiseptic. That stuff's too heavy and not useful enough. I will keep one, considering that keeps me underweight here. Alright. I am going to very quickly, and I wish I could do so more quietly, get the heck out of here. I almost want to hide... Oh boy, I can feel the heartbeat in my throat. I can actually taste my pulse right now because I'm just so concerned that that moose is going to completely ram me here. But I think we're okay. I think we're out of line of sight. So much so that I'm going to grab a stick. And we are going to go ahead and... Okay, taking this route, I'm not going to get into the ravine. That's fine. I'm going to go up here, and there is a cave that I believe we're going to base for tonight. Let me kind of get in there, get set up, and see how we settle in for the eve. Again, I'll do the time, you do the... I'll do the grind, you skip the time, and I'll catch up with you in a second. And be it ever so humble, I believe we found the cave that shall be home for tonight at least. See what we have for any sort of goodies here. Ooh, 3 pieces of wood, not bad. Let me go ahead and drop my bedroll. This is a slightly different cave design. But no big deal. Wrong icon, not sighting. Been doing so much map making today, I just reflex to that. Let me drop my bedroll right here. And I think we got a little bit of time before we get into evening too badly here. Let me drop some supplies here to lighten my load. Play Inventory Management Simulator for a minute. And then I think what I'd like to do is get my wood supply up and then also I crossed some bunnies on the walk here that's just not too far down the lane. So I think I'm going to go ahead and see if I can play some bunny bingo to just kind of increase some calories and, basically catch a good meal for supper tonight. Let's go see what my archery game.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting wabbit, and one was right over this hill. And tonight he goes on the fire. Before I get too excited, I see a wabbit brother. I'm going to see if I can whack him on the head with my arrow. Come on, little buddy. Oh, he stopped, and he's going on the pot as well. There we are. That is probably the best tip I can give you for getting your archery game up, is bunny bingo with the bow. And I see some more firewood, so I think I may go ahead. I think I've got enough weight available on my ability that we'll go ahead and get another stack of firewood into the cave. It's getting a little bit dark. I'm getting thirsty too. Ooh, yeah, it is getting evening. Wow, it's got some light for being this much into the evening. Let's go into the cave, let's get a fire going, and let's get a little bit more comfortable. A bed, a pair of bunnies, and even some drinks by a fire. I'd call that a pretty solid night. I'm glad I was able to spend the day with you. If you want to know more, that's what playlists are for. If you want to vote with your dollars, consider a membership either here or on Patreon. But most importantly, if you want to know if I live to see tomorrow, leave a like and subscribe. I'm Commander Tom, and I'll see you next time. But right now, I'm going to have supper. Thanks.